We show our pride and our authenticity by just being who we are.
I'm proud to be who I am. I'm proud to love the way that I love.
We should not stop being prideful and showing who we are to the world.
I think it's important for me to show my pride and to be visible in the community because my parents are from Cameroon, Africa, and there aren't a lot of people in my African community that look like me or are accepted by their family.
When I was younger, I always heard, you can be whatever you want to be, but I never felt that way because I never saw me in the media. I never saw people like me doing the things that I wanted to do. And then when I got older and I started exploring social media more and I started seeing more LGBT people come out and start living their lives as their true and authentic selves, it gave me that feeling of I actually can be whatever I want to be. I want people to see me and be like, I can do that too because he did it.
The reason why it's important to show your pride and be visible in the community is because we need representation. We need leaders inside of the community who can show that you can be confident with who you are. And in turn, it will inspire a lot of other people to be confident with who they are as well.
I'm able to just be myself and be proud and open as a gay man. Maybe there's somebody else who's not able to that really just needs to hear it and see for themselves that like, hey, look at me, I'm happy and healthy and I'm living my best life, you can too.
Tell us your story about who you are. What led you to this point in time to being so amazing and prideful about your sexuality and just who you are as a person?
What inspires us? Our kids. Our kids are literally the driving force behind everything that we do, and just making sure that we're building a good foundation for them and just providing them with everything that they need in life and making sure that they get off to the best start possible.
As well as also making sure that the work that we put in now makes it super safe for when they get to go to school to avoid any type of obstacles that they may have with same-sex families.
I think some advice I would give someone who is struggling with their identity would just be to relax and let it pan out, because it's scary and it's stressful and it's a lot, but it's really hard to figure out, and it's not something that you have to figure out right this second or right now or this week or this month, whatever.
You're not going to solve all of life's problems today and right now. The best decisions come with patience.
You are not alone and you are loved in this world, and to take your time and figure things out on your terms and when you are ready and not for other people.
Your mental health comes first. There's no rush to come out to anybody about your identity if you don't feel comfortable talking about it. We're all going through different situations in our life. Take your time.
I want the future of the LGBT community to be more open and more positive and more welcoming to everyone joining in.
I think the LGBTQ community making bounds on leaps, but also recognizing people in history that have done so much for them, especially trans women of color. People like Marsha P and Sylvia Rivera have done amazing things for this community and Stonewall and everything, and aren't properly recognized, I feel like. So hopefully they're able to get their recognition and we're able to honor them in ways that maybe they aren't getting honored right now.
I would like to see it more normalized and less taboo. I would also like to see lesbians not be so overly sexualized in the media.
What I'd like to see with the LGBTQ plus community is definitely more leaders and more people in positions to be role models. I don't think that there necessarily has to be anything changed about the community, but rather the perception of the community, which means more acceptance and less hate.
I want to see us continue to break a lot of barriers because we're doing a lot of things now that many years ago was impossible. And I want to see that continue. Let's continue to keep breaking barriers. Let's continue dominating. Let's continue being on top.
I hope the LGBT community will be once normalized. I want everyone in the world to know and see that it's okay to be yourself and it's okay to love whoever you want. Seeing such a unified world seems impossible, but with a little bit of pride and a little bit of love, nothing's impossible.
The first thing you have to just really do is be kind to yourself and be patient. Speaking from my own experience, coming into my sexuality wasn't an overnight thing. It was a very long process, and I hate when people talk about it being a journey, but it really is.
You need to just be everywhere and be as visible as possible and let everybody know that we're here.
People always ask me, when did you know you were gay? I knew I was gay when I was in preschool, but I didn't allow myself to know until I was 14, because every time the thought came to my head, I repressed it. So, think about it with an open mind. Allow yourself the possibilities of being queer. It may be hard, but it's worth it. And you have a whole community here with open arms ready to welcome you.
I definitely want it to be more accepted by the whole world, and I want people to